What's up, everybody? Paul Hickey here with NoOffSeason.com. I'm happy collecting, and I hope you are too. And today we're going to talk about StarStock. Now, what is StarStock? You guys have probably seen this. There's a lot of different places to buy and sell sports cards, but there's something that's unique about StarStock.com. Not only is it like a stock market for sports players using sports cards as the backbone for it, but it's also a vault service and a solution for dealing with the U.S. mail, UPS, FedEx, and all the shipping and receiving that has to happen and storing that has to happen with your sports card collection. The other thing that I like about StarStock is there's really no BS. Now, a lot of places out there tout no BS this, no BS that, but at the end of the day, there is a lot of bullshit when it comes to the sports card collecting world. Whenever you're dealing with peer-to-peer selling and buying, any kind of transactions, trade, negotiations, feelings can get involved, people can get frustrated. We're all leading our normal daily lives. And so there's a lot of stuff going on, minute by minute, fast-paced world. And so it's easy to get frustrated if something doesn't go your way. And there's all this stuff in the hobby about eBay policies and buyers canceling orders and what do sellers do about it. And if you've ever been on a Facebook group or a subreddit, there's just a lot of drama out there. So the thing that I really like about StarStock is there's actually no drama, and I'm going to show you how and why in this video. And I do not have a partnership with StarStock. In fact, this video is actually sponsored by Market Movers, which is a completely different product. Market Movers helps you track the value of your sports card collection. I believe Market Movers is the best place to track the value of your sports cards and your collection and determine when to buy certain cards and when to sell certain cards. And if you want 20% off Market Movers, go to marketmoversapp.com, enter the promo code NOOFFSEASON, and you will save 20% and you'll help me out with a little bit of revenue for my business. So here we go. Now to StarStock. So I've been looking into StarStock for months now, and I just decided to make some purchases on StarStock because there's just some cards I couldn't find elsewhere, and I personally do not like eBay at all, so I'm unwilling to even use eBay. Say what you will about that, but StarStock's just completely drama-free, and you don't even have to really worry about their rules. It's just super easy to search, buy, and even sell sports cards. So while most people entering the hobby or re-entering the hobby have to have some kind of status or seller vouch thread or seller rating or history of selling cards and things like that, you don't need any of that on StarStock. I really like that. I also like that because I live in Spain, and so the storing solution and the shipping and receiving solution is all taken care of by StarStock. And I'm going to explain why and how that is the case with StarStock. So StarStock is easy. You can go and create an account in seconds, and then you don't really have to do anything after that. You can deposit funds and you can withdraw funds whenever you want. My account is no off season, and you can see here I've got $208 in my account. And so the thing about StarStock is you have the marketplace, and it's really focused around rookie cards. Now there aren't really any other cards other than rookie cards, and so it actually kind of protects the new person re-entering the hobby or just getting into the hobby for the first time against kind of buying some cards that maybe aren't that valuable that you might see on Facebook Marketplace or on eBay. So it kind of protects the buyer right off the bat in that it only really shows the rookie cards of all of the players. Now the stock market aspect of it is pretty cool because you can see that the data is tracking here, but you don't have to pay for any of this data. And they do a nice job breaking it down by relevant events. So this week that I happen to be shooting this video, the UEFA Euro 2020 tournament is taking place. The NBA playoffs is taking place. So we've got the Western Conference Finals, Eastern Conference Finals. The NFL offseason is taking place, so it's cool that they do familiar faces in new places, notable NFL offseason additions. But let's get into the real meat and potatoes of what StarStock is. StarStock is multiple things. It's not only a place where you can buy and sell sports cards, but it is a vault service. So what does that mean? That means that they store your cards for you. So let's say you have no cards. You have 0 cards, and you want to go and buy some cards on StarStock. You can go to the marketplace and buy cards, and they will get added into your collection. Now, last night, before I shot this video, I went ahead and bought 2 cards, and I bought a Zion Williamson base PSA 10 Panini Donruss Optic Basketball rated rookie. I bought it for $152. Now there's already 21 on sale, and the lowest on sale is $164.99. So you can see that this card, in theory, I've made 13 projected dollars on this card, because now I bought one last night for $152. Now the next best available one is $164. And then the Lamar Jackson card, PSA 10 Donruss 2018. I bought it for $150, and there's 29 on sale. The lowest one is $159. Now, buyers can buy cards in a couple of different ways. You can just go to a card and buy it, or you can make an offer for it. So let me show you that process real quick, and it's super easy. You have to first fund your account. So if you don't have funds in your account, you would go to your account and you would deposit balance into your wallet. Now, when I deposited balance into my wallet, at first it did not show, but it did debit my bank account. So I had to, before I started panicking, I just logged out and then logged back into my StarStock account, and then I saw the balance like immediately, so I was okay. But let's say I wanted to buy this Devin Booker rookie card from 2015-2016, his Prism PSA 10. What I could do is I could buy it right away. I could say, okay, this is the PSA 10. There's 46 cards in the vault. That means there have been 46 PSA 10s of this card that people in the world have sent into StarStock. StarStock keeps it in their vault, I believe in New Jersey. The owners of the card don't have to store the card. They can request their card back from StarStock, or they can sell it. And so you can see here that there are 46 cards in the vault, and there are 12 for sale. So do the math. That means 34 people are just using StarStock to store their cards. That's cool. That means they can sell them other places if they want, or they can just keep them there and request them back. If they sell them other places, they can request them back. Once they get them back, they can ship them to the buyer, all the different things. So StarStock is kind of like this. You can use it in any number of ways. I do know a lot of people are using it in the way that I'm about to show you, which is more like a virtual solution for using the stock market of cards to make a profit. So for this Devin Booker card, for example, what you could do, you could say, okay, well, there's 4 offers for this card that's the seller is asking $8.95 for. The highest offer is $7.90. The latest sale is $8.90. I can dig into that data down here, and I can see that, oh, okay, yesterday that card sold, wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. This is a hot card. The lowest that it sold for was $7.59, and then by the end of the day, it sold for $8.90. So it literally is a stock market for sports cards, and you can see here that this is the order book right here. And so I can, wow, all right, $8.95, Devin Booker still in the playoffs. I think this card's going to keep going up. I could buy this, or I can make an offer for it. So now you click buy or offer, and if you have it defaults to the $8.95. So if you click submit order, you'll see here instant purchases one card $8.95. If I click submit order, I immediately own that card. It would then go over into my collection immediately, and you would see it here. And then all StarStock would do is they would say, okay, well, this other user that no offseason bought this from, it's now owned by no offseason. So we're going to move it from the seller's vault over to the buyer's vault, and now the buyer owns it immediately, and I could immediately list it for sale in my account. You would see it in my account right here. I am not prepared right now to spend $900 on this card, but that's what would happen. So that's pretty sweet. Now you can see that you can, if you immediately list it for sale, because you think it's going up. Now, let's say Devin Booker makes it to the NBA Finals, and the value of this card goes up to $1,500 all of a sudden. I could list that for sale, and I could make $1,500 or something close to that on StarStock. The money would immediately go into my account, and I would see that in my funds, and I could withdraw the funds. So the other thing that you can do with StarStock is you can send your cards in. So if I wanted to send in any of these graded rookie cards that I have at nooffseason.com, I could send them into StarStock, and then StarStock would ingest them, is what they call it. They would ingest them, and they would put them in my collection here. And then they would assign somewhat of a value to them, as I understand it, but then the real value wouldn't get assigned until I actually list them for sale. Or sell them, right? And then it would show up as part of the data that I've been showing you. So I'm a big fan of this because, again, StarStock's not charging me to store my cards like some other services. PWCC is a similar service, but the main difference between StarStock and PWCC is that PWCC will just store your cards and then list them for sale for you. They will ingest them. They will also show them to you in their app. They will send them back to you. They will list them in flash auctions on eBay or on their own marketplace at pwccmarketplace.com. StarStock basically does that, but then they also have this instantaneous marketplace where you can acquire a card, see it in your account, immediately list it for sale, and request it back. And then they charge you a minimal ingestion fee, so it's 25 cents per ungraded rookie card. And it's, I don't think they charge you actually for the graded. What they really want you to do is send in graded rookie cards of modern players, but they've expanded it so that you can actually send in graded rookie cards of vintage players as well. So if you dig into StarStock, you can click the vintage tab, and you can see that they're showing you not only the vintage cards that they have, but then there's also some latest sales, but also some new arrivals. So you can get a feel for the growing nature of StarStock as its own marketplace and how it's kind of changing to include more than what they originally set out to include. And they also will ingest sealed wax for you of both vintage and modern sealed wax. I see this, though, as a main place for essentially trying to immediately buy and flip modern graded cards. The other thing that StarStock does that no other company does that I'm aware of, other than nooffseason.com, we have our own slight version of this at No Offseason. For example, if you go to our soccer page, all of our soccer cards are not graded currently by any of the grading companies, but we grade them ourselves. So we will grade them a No Offseason 7, 8, 9, or 10, for example. And so StarStock actually will grade. I think this is really cool. So if I wanted to just send in like a ungraded Miles Bridges 2018 Prism Silver rookie, right? Let's just take a look at that particular card. I happen to have one in my possession, and if I wanted to send that into StarStock ungraded, it's actually really cool. So here's the card I'm talking about. You can see I'm watching it. It's on my watch list. Now there's 36 of these at StarStock. 11 of them are listed for sale. 7 of the 36 are PSA 10s. 4 of them are for sale. 17 of them are StarStock A's. 8 are StarStock B's, and 1 is StarStock C. And the cool thing, the very important thing I think to note about this is that there's a different value, accepted value, for each of these levels of non-graded cards. Now, this doesn't exist anywhere else that I'm aware of. So this, I think, is a game changer in the marketplace. And so in the sports card hobby, StarStock is trying to carve out a solution for the fact that PSA is backlogged and SGC and other grading companies charge $30 a card, which is not cheap for the average person. So you've got the opportunity, right, as a Miles Bridges Prism Silver 2018 rookie owner. I can send in my ungraded card and hope for a StarStock A, which could get me more closer to, as you can see here, at least $35, at least an offer of $32, versus a lower quality card or bickering back and forth with an owner for maybe $9 or something like that. So love StarStock for all of these reasons. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you related to buying the card, the reason why I kept showing this screen on my video is because I think it's interesting to look at, would this purchase even make sense? Let's just take a look at Booker, and you can do this with any card, right? So I mentioned Market Movers earlier, and if you go to marketmoversapp.com and use the promo code NOOFFSEASON, you'll get the full version of what I'm about to show you. But right now, I'm about to show you a little version of Market Movers at sportscardinvestor.com, and I'm going to type in Devin Booker, and we're going to look at the same card. Now, Market Movers and Sports Card Investor show eBay data, and then StarStock sometimes shows eBay data, but mostly shows StarStock data. So here's the card, right? I believe this is the card. Panini Prism, and here's the same card, Panini Prism. So if we look at the data in Market Movers, which is data from eBay, we can see that the PSA 10 Prism base recent sales of this card have been over $1,000. The last two actually have been over $1,100. Now at StarStock, the same card, you can actually go get it for $895. So if you were to get this card and not be able to flip it right away for the $1,100 on StarStock, you could actually buy it, request it back by saying ship cards home, and then filling out the ship cards home Google Doc. And they do charge to ship your cards home, but it's a reasonable shipping fee. You can see the cost to ship home graded cards only is $5 fixed fee plus $1 per card. So let's just say I wanted to sell this on eBay to make $200. I could buy the Devin Booker card right now for $895. I could ship it home. I would get it about a week later, I think. I've never done this before, but according to StarStock, you'd get it about a week later. And then if you wanted to, you could list it on eBay and make $200. The other buy it now options here on eBay are at least $1,100 right now. And Market Movers is saying that those are good deals. That's the green thumbs up. There are other buy it now options all the way up to, you're going to see $2,000. Like this card, people are asking up to $2,400 right now for this card on eBay. So that's why, a lot of good deals can be had at StarStock. It's an emerging marketplace. I believe there's a place to use StarStock regardless of what kind of investor or collector you are in the sports card hobby. And I'm a really big fan of it. I'm going to be using it a lot more, even though I'm running my own e-commerce website at nooffseason.com. Everybody, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm Paul Hickey. I'm happy collecting. I'd encourage you to subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And check out nooffseason.com/join. Thanks for watching and have a great day.